Hi, I'm back. This is Weekly Reflections with Nancy Joy, and here in the States it's Easter Sunday, a Christian holiday, the resurrection of Christ, resurrection of the Christ consciousness. That was yesterday. Today is April Fool's Day. So I don't know, I guess that's just in the States, the 1st of April. Everybody has April Fool's Day, which is, where you play tricks on people and then you say April Fools. And it just struck me today that we are really breaking through the matrix. And so I have to ask myself, it's kind of like everybody's playing a joke on you, and then they say April Fools. Well, this whole world is crumbling, falling apart in every way, the banking system, educational, religious. And so it's kind of like the joke is that it's not a joke, and that we that were the fools for thinking otherwise, it's all shifting around now. It's just so fascinating. So this is a quote I've actually used before in our reflections, but I'm using it today in a very different way. It's from Will Smith, and he says, being realistic is the most common road to mediocrity. So all of us here on our paths, what we've been doing is we've been very, quote, unrealistic according to the beliefs of the matrix, the old beliefs that imprisoned us. And we've broken our way consciously, many of us, out of that box. And yet today I have to look at myself and see where I'm still the fool, where I'm still stuck in little crevices and little places that occasionally keep pulling me back into that matrix, and some little wave of fear comes through. And how it is for me, and I'll bet for you too, this usually happens when I'm in a setting of people that are still very much, living in that reality, and that's their truth. And all the stuff about getting, whatever it is, colonoscopy, do you have enough money for retirement? This is my investment in this. What have you done? Have you vaccinated your kids? And whatever it is, sometimes these conversations will pull me back just a little bit, and I hear this little voice in my head which says, what if I'm wrong? And I feel this moment of fear. Well, gosh, I haven't done all these things that you do in the matrix, a lot of them, but it's so brief now that it's just the final, it's like it's pulling us back one more time into that brief fear that we can say, no, this is our reality, this is the truth, and call me a fool. It's which side of the fool that you're on. So no one wants to be mediocre. I think if you would talk to anybody in the whole world, many of them don't believe they're mediocre. Most people, many people, feel a form, some inside of them, of a specialness. And yet, we keep being pulled into mediocrity because if you have to be realistic, then you can't be exceptional. You can't be exceptional and realistic. Exceptional, Einstein, all these people, they thought so far out of the box, and they found a new reality, which turned out to be the Tesla, turned out to be the reality we're actually moving into. And so it's time to take stock on this April Fool's Day and decide where you're the fool. We're in the matrix. The matrix is crumbling. This is 2013 style. I entitled this Matrix 2013 style because it's really different now. We are breaking through. And so I would ask everyone to go back to places that still have the catch of fear, where you keep circling back, where you keep trying to ground in the realistic world here. Not to say you don't have to live in that world. You just don't have to ground yourself in it, because it's not what you're creating right now. And so, think of one thing today, because the tentacles, the parasites of trying to pull you back into this crumbling matrix are pretty strong right now. So it takes some willpower. It takes some conscious thought. When you were unconscious, it didn't matter. When you're conscious, that's a whole different story. So find a place this morning, at least one place, and take a step out of the mediocrity, out of the realism of it, into what you're creating. Not what is that you don't want to be in, but into what you're creating, and keep walking through. And as you walk through, you actually feel the matrix shattering all around you. And that's the vortex. That's the place to be in. That's the comfort zone. So don't worry when you get pulled back. Just know it's a choice, and you're a creator, and the matrix is crumbling all around you. And perhaps, who really is the fool? I'm going to end on this note. Who really is the fool? Perhaps it's the one who keeps walking forward out of reality, out of the matrix box, toward their dreams. Maybe they're the April crazies. So take a look at this on this special day today. Have some fun with it. Get excited as more and more changes become apparent. And have a great week. We'll be back with you next week. Bye.